Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe and also enjoying the holidays as much as possible. We already decorated and our house is completely covered in Christmas, and it actually feels a little bit more like the holidays. So I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a little bit more uplifted because I think having all the decorations and just setting the tree up, I think it's definitely helped. So, anyways, I really wanted to talk about a tough topic, something that I've experienced a number of times, and that would be miscarriages. And I've I've experienced 6 miscarriages, and they've ranged over. The first miscarriage I had was a missed miscarriage when I was 30 years old, and that was definitely the hardest experience. It took me a couple of months to really bounce back. I mean, I really grieved that, and it really took me a lot more time than some of my other experiences. Not that they weren't difficult, but yeah, it's extremely difficult to go through a miscarriage. And I um having gone through I went through a couple. From getting pregnant naturally, we got pregnant twice naturally, and both of those ended. One was a chemical pregnancy and ended right away, and then the other one ended uh, at 7 weeks, and we actually detected a heartbeat, which um, that was. I always thought that the heartbeat detection was like, okay, you're in the clear. I mean, really, like I think both of us were extremely shocked when that happened, when we had the miscarriage after detecting a heartbeat. That was really hard. Like I said, they all are very hard, but like that, having that hope, kind of, the up, going up, and then seeing the heartbeat, and then experiencing that was pretty difficult. And then with the IVF, as some of you know, and if you're new to my channel, I'm going to be doing my 5th IVF transfer coming up here hopefully soon. It's supposed to be in December, and well, it's this month, so it's supposed to be December 20th, 21st, but we will see. I'm not 100%. So, um, anyways, yeah, I've had, gosh, I'm trying to keep my mind straight here. There were a few other miscarriages from IVF also. Um, so I've had a total of 6 miscarriages over the course of, um, yeah, three miscarriages from IVF also. Now, with my first 2 transfers, we did not PGS test the embryos, so we did not know whether they were normal or not. So that's that. But we did have a miscarriage with the PGS normal embryo. Now, the only thing with that embryo was that the grading on the embryo wasn't that good. It was more like on the fair end, even though it was PGS normal. You think, okay, you're in the clear, it's 100%, but really it's not. It gives you a much better chance. Now, they say that over the course, like, you have a 70% chance of of becoming pregnant with a PGS normal embryo. And what that means is, it means that you're more likely to have implantation, but that doesn't mean that you'll actually lead to a pregnancy. And so I think that's a little gray area that's not really outlined in that statement. Like, you have a 70% chance, the actual percentages of having a live baby, once implantation happens, is a completely different statistic. But bottom line is, the last miscarriage that I had, which was the sixth miscarriage, was with a PGS normal embryo, and it was a shock. I mean, like, I thought, okay, I understand we've had the other losses, but now we know that these are normal embryos. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna all work, and so when it didn't, I yeah, I definitely was. We were both super surprised. I was going into the sixth week. It was like 5.5 weeks. It was about 5.5 weeks, and that's when the pregnancy stopped. So, what I can share with you about my experiences with miscarriage is that um, it's always hard. It's you go through the stages of grief, and you do have to process and mourn your losses, um, because you know I've there's been a number of times where I've tried to go, oh, I'm okay, I'm good, I've been through this before, and I try to sweep it under the rug. And what ends up happening is, about a month later, when everything settles, is when I start experiencing the real raw emotions of the loss of that miscarriage. So that's what I've learned about myself, is that if you, you know, is if you are experiencing or have experienced a miscarriage, allowing yourself to feel the feelings, and knowing that, yeah, it's, you might be at first okay, feeling okay, but if the emotions come later and you are experiencing the sadness and the grief of that loss, that it's completely normal. And I've had to reach out a couple of times, probably 3 times, to therapists and to talk to somebody, because it was extremely painful. And so, as far as like offering recommendations or suggestions, if you have gone through a miscarriage recently, or just if you're just curious, is that it's really, really important to seek help and to ask for help. Like, it might seem hard, and you might feel like closed off to it, but honestly, once you make that step, and you ask for help, and you start talking, and you start processing, it really, really makes that big of a difference. And I know it has for me. And so anyways, so yeah, so that's one area that, or one piece of advice I can offer from my experience. The other thing too is, um, being being gentle to yourself and kind to yourself. Just, don't not putting a lot of expectations, or putting yourself down. Like, really, you're doing everything that you possibly can do, and trying to maintain a good attitude, you know, whether it's through outlets like, exercise, or, um, you know, right now, Zooming with friends, or, gosh, journaling. Journaling is a big one. Like, I've started journaling again. Like, I do it on and off, but just writing out your thoughts, like, really gets them off your mind and out. And I really believe that, spending that time to just, whether it's like even 5 or 10 minutes, it really helps relieve those feelings. So that's another thing. Journaling. Um, what else? Meditation. So I recently, I've gone, of course, through like different periods where I'll do, meditation and yoga. But recently, I bought a mindfulness book. Like has all these different um, mindfulness practices or meditations, and mindfulness is really great to help ease that tension and stress and kind of keep yourself present um, and so I'm still like I'm such a newbie. Like I'm not gonna pretend I'm like the Zen master at all. If anything, I'm the complete opposite of a Zen master. But I know that I need that. I know that I'm such a busy mind that um, it's just really helpful. So like I'm incorporating the mindfulness meditation, and if I would say to you, if you're having a lot of these feelings of stress and grief, and then try mindfulness. And I'll link up some books on my website, ivfbabyhope.com. um, I'll make some recommendations. I'll share the book that I'm currently reading. Um, and yeah, I think also like there are apps even on for free. There are apps, like where you can do um, meditation, like guided meditation, or you can do, different relaxation sounds, and just take a few minutes and release, just be, you know, be free of all those thoughts. So, so yeah, so dealing with miscarriage is extremely, extremely hard, and I just want to send my thoughts and prayers out to anybody who have experienced or are currently going through a miscarriage. You're not alone. It's um, it's a good time to reach out for for help, whether it's from you can contact me if you want to if you want to talk, or Zoom. I'm here. I know I've joined some really great groups on Facebook recently, and there's some great, yeah, great groups, just support groups for IVF. And also a lot of women on these groups have also experiences, if I could say the word, experienced loss. Um, it's just really good not to be alone, and you're not alone, and not to feel like you have to go through this by yourself. So that's my personal experience, and also my recommendations. And if you have any comments or any thoughts of your own, or want to reach out, please feel free to contact me, or comment below. And also, I am going through my 5th IVF transfer coming up here really soon, and I'm, if you want to follow my journey, please subscribe the to my channel, to my YouTube channel, and you can do it with there's a little heart emblem on the bottom right side of the screen, and you click it, and it helps you subscribe. So, all right, well, hope everyone is doing good and staying safe during these crazy times, and I will be back soon with more updates, and take care for now.